Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and also the Junk Journal Tutorials, Videos, and Projects Facebook group. Be sure to visit them both. You can do all kinds of fun stuff there. Today we're doing another crafting with our BeeBeeCraft unboxing items. This is our third and final video in this series with items from this bag. And so I thought I would leave everything in the bag and let you guess what we're going to use. Are we going to use the washi? Are we going to use the double washi? Are we going to use the bag full of buttons? Are we going to use some of the stamps? No, there's more stuff in here, but I'm not going to make you go through the whole thing. No, today we're going to use the glitter and sequin powder. Okay, so we're going to put it back in here, the rest of the stuff, the rest of the goodies, and I'll put those away in my craft room later. Can't wait to play with the wax seals, but we've done wax seals before, so we're not going to do them this time. To do this project, you're going to need 2 pieces of paper. Now these are going to be giant cards, or a giant card, so I've got 2 full, oh, it's the line on there that makes it look like it's crooked. 2 halves of an 8.5 by 11, trimmed down for the edge that prints out. Okay, this is from a kit called Impossible Alice by Victoria Designs, and it goes with the Impossible Alice project that I just, that's going to be in December. That's going to be a project in December, a book, a junk journal book. So now, what the other things we're going to need is we're going to need some die, and I got these die from BeeBeeCraft in another opening, or unboxing, so I thought we would use those. We need a piece of acetate, so we've got that. And I'm going to try to make a little bit of a space because it's really hard to get it to shake if you just put one paper on top of the other. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I've never done it before. I'm sure some of you are going to say use some of the dimensional foam tape, but I think that would make it stick up too far, even though it would give it a gap to shake. Okay, we may not use this. It's not really very thick, so I don't really think it would make any difference. We're also going to add these little seed beads that I happen to have. I don't even remember where I got them. I do remember I thought they were going to be bigger, and they came as seed beads. Read the description, people. So we're going to set this part aside for right now. And I've cut the top, and all I have is the zippy top, so we'll see how big of a mess I make when I open that. As we all know, I'm not that great at it. So let's cut the hole. Now I wonder if we should cut it in both sides. I was going to make it a see-through. This is printed on the back. Yeah, we're going to make it a see-through. So we need to cut the hole for the window in both of the pieces of paper. So in order to do that, we're going to need our Big Shot. I need to get my hand warmers off of it. My hands are really cold. I just dropped all the plates in case you were wondering what the crash bang was. Now I'm not going to glue the papers together, obviously, but we are going to run them through together. I picked 2 pieces of paper that had a blank spot in the same spot on both sides. Okay, now we're going to go with this one for the placement because this one has a bigger area. Well, yeah, let's go across this way. Now I picked this shape because I thought it looked like a mirror, and we're going to use a size that will fit across here. Am I off camera? Probably. that will fit across here without cutting off any of the images. So I'm going to try this, but this seems awful big to try to fill with the little shaker things. It's going to take up a lot of them. What if I did the next size smaller? No, that's too small. Let's go with this one. We'll fill her up. I'll add it to the book. I'll stick it in as an add-on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is leave the papers back to back, and then we're going to put the die here, and then we're going to run it through the die cutter, which is a Big Shot by Sizzix. That's what I'm using. It's a 5.5 inch wide piece of paper, and it'll take a 6 inch wide piece of paper. It should cut through these two sheets fairly easily. Especially because I didn't put the second plate on. So let's put one plate on. Then we'll put the other plate on over the top of this after I reposition the die, which I've been cutting long ways, you can tell. We'll put this on. Now we'll try. There we go. It's going to make a big noise, and it's going to jiggle the camera. No, no big noise. There we go. There's the big noise. I'm going to go back through one more time just to make sure. Sorry about that with the camera. Now we've got two cards. Of course, they're plain. So now we have two identical openings. We're done with this. And we're going to use our vintage photo and ink them. That's what I used in the book. So we're going to talk about what we're going to do. All we have to do is add the acetate to both windows, pour the stuff in there, and glue them together. It's very simple to make a shaker window. The only problem is getting them to actually move around without getting stuck around each other. I'm afraid the seed beads might not shake very well, and the powder might get stuck on them. I'm thinking about just doing the powder so that it shakes. The only thing is we're going to have to use so much of it. Oh, look, I got the top of Alice's head. It moved. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm not going to do it over. This is makes me very unhappy. I meant to do it higher up on that side. You see why we had to put them back to back, right? And not do them separately. Okay. So we've got both of them inked. Ink the top of this. Okay. So now we need to put the acetate on both windows. I had to put you on hold for a second because I got a phone call, and that's why things look different. I got 2 new pages and cut it again and inked it again, and then I realized I hadn't inked the outside of the other ones, so I did that on these. I couldn't, it was just gnawing in my brain that we had cut that little top part of Alice's head off. I couldn't deal with it. Couldn't do it. So we're going to take them where we left off. We're going to put the acetate on them. And it's very staticky. Okay. I'm going to cut the width first so I can go all the way down, and then I can just cut the height on the next one. I got this scrap I can keep. Then I'll keep this scrap because I already know it's the width of the window this way. This way. And all I have to do is the height. And now I've got the one for that one. So let's get out our glue. I don't know why I flipped that over. You don't have to. So we're going to put the glue all around the edge. Let me wait for that to run down in there. I filled it, so it shouldn't take very long. Make sure you get it all the way around, no gaps. Like that, where it just ran off. I got to make sure that I come back, whoopsie, and cover every little bit. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, that'll work. What do you want, Oz? Oz is in here, my little Chiweenie. He's half Chihuahua and half miniature dachshund. He looks just like a miniature dachshund with a little bit of a Chihuahua head. He's got big O ears. He's black and tan. He's very cute. And he's 12. And his little face is getting white. Makes me sad to think about it. But 15 to 18 is how old he's expected to be, or how old the lifespan is. Okay, now we're going to put the stuff in the center, and then we're going to glue them together. We can't just glue them together around the edges, or when we pick the card up, all the stuff will fall down in here. Okay? It's not like a regular shaker card. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glue around the window, glue around the borders, okay? And we have some of the stuff in the center. So does this have one of those fold over tapey things? Mm-hmm. They almost look like little candies. Got these from BeeBeeCraft too, but I don't remember when. Okay. Those are going to be pretty. Right. Wiping away the black dot. And then we'll put some of this in there. See if I can get it open. I opened the top. This zipper thing is something else. Here we go. And there's little stars. Oopsie, that'll do. Hopefully the seed beads won't keep the other from moving around. Alright, now comes the tricky part. Oh, glitter everywhere. There's some butterflies. Managing to pick them up. Oz, get away from the door, honey. I guess that one doesn't want to go. Okay. So we're going to put glue around here so our stuff doesn't slide out from behind the window. We're going to put stuff here. I'm going to put some right here too. You know why? Oh, you know what we can do? We can make the bottom a pocket. Let's do that. We'll do 3 sides. And that will make this side a pocket and the top part a shaker. Oh. Okay, now we got to line these up. And we have to glue them down around the edges. Across the center. This should be our open side. Oh, this is our open side, which is fine, either one. So this stuff shakes in here. Oh, works perfect. And then we need a card for here. So we could take, oh, that's too big. Let's see what we've got already. Move our BeeBeeCraft box out of the way. Can I close this back up? I just don't remember. Yeah, okay. That's pretty. That iridescent is really pretty. Can you see it? See the sparkle? I really like it. I think that and the beads, these seed beads, make a really good shaker card, actually. Let's see what we've got. One of these. See if I have something one size bigger. Look at that. Perfect. We'll put a tab on it. And we'll ink it. And then I'll put it in the big book, the Big Alice book. Well, it's not big. It's a single signature hardcover journal. It turned out really nice. And you'll see it in December. And the flip through has already been done, but I can make another flip through and add this in. Or I can just put it in, and then when I sell it, then it'll be a happy surprise. We've got the writing print on the back. Okay. Fold this in half. Oops. Definitely do not want glue on our acetate. So we got that with this on the back. We stick it in here. Just like that. Let me put, there we go. Now can you see it better? Yeah. So we've got our shaker area, and we've got our card inside here. And then when you flip it over, it still has the shaker, and you have the image and the cards on the other side. So that's our project for today. I really like it. We're going to add it to the Alice book as a bonus. And then once the Alice book is on sale in January, then if you're watching this, you'll know what the surprise that's going to be inside. If you're not watching this, you won't know about me saying if you're not watching this, but you won't know, and this will be a surprise. Okay? All right, well, that's it for this BeeBeeCraft video. And I will see you in the next BeeBeeCraft video, which I'm not sure when that's going to be. So I can't just say a day for you, a second for you, and a day for me, because it could probably be a month or so. It's about how often I do one. Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. And don't forget to go over to BeeBeeCraft.com, and you can get all this stuff to make your shaker card. And you can have some fun too. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.